Alright, so we did some things to the clutch yesterday to pull the slack out and make sure it's tightened up. Now, it might work at this point, I'm not sure, but I want to make sure the clutch is going to work. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to lop it off, we'll see how much throw it needs, and we'll extend the paddle out, so that way you can throw it more. That's a lot. We'll put another little bendy in it so it clears, just like the other little bendy. And that'll be perfect. We're gonna weld that on there. While we're in here, I think I'm gonna go ahead and make the brake pedal a little longer too, because it's a little short, so I had to fudge it on the other side. But we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna try and do this. Let's see what happens. Let's see if I have the right tap, first of all. I guess for this. That's too big. Oh, there's the one. Probably maybe a hair smaller than that. So if I want to extend this, how much is the question? I don't want that much. But I know I extended that back a little bit, so that way we could make up for what we're lacking here. So I mean, probably even if I just put it like here, we'll probably be good. All right, now if you look, we got these welded on, we got this bolt here, so now we got plenty of room. This has plenty of throw now, we added in that much there. If it doesn't work now, it's a mechanical issue. It's not my latch at all. So now I just want to get a little touch-up paint on there. So I have this sheet with a big hole in it, and I don't want as big a hole, so let's just put it on there a little differently. All right, now let's run the pedal down. There we go. What I did initially, I cheated because I didn't put enough throw on it. So I adjusted this to make up that difference. So it's already got pressure on it. So now I can actually adjust it to take that pressure off. Let's see if that's good. There we go. Now see, no pressure on it. And now with no pressure on it, see, it goes much further. There we go. Look at that. So I'll be able to push and push and push until my heart's content, I believe. All right, now let's look at this gas pedal side. We're gonna do the same thing, because I know that's an issue, because I originally had it adjusted until it would bottom out, but then I couldn't tell, but it wasn't fully releasing the slide. I couldn't tell until I went to adjust the idle and it wouldn't let it down. So we're gonna cut this, we're gonna do the same thing, weld an extension in there, make it a little longer, figure out how long, blah, blah, blah. All right, so as you saw, we don't need much. So what I'm gonna do now is cut it to weld onto the tractor. Yep, so we'll just weld that like that. All right, a few minor things and then we'll touch up the paint. First minor thing, if you look the way it was, it wants to hit this edge of the hole. So we're gonna bend it back just a hair. Now it clears the hole. So now I said the starter, right? If we get all up in here, I'll show you what I'm talking about. So this rolled back again. Probably because I think this is 428 and this is 420. And when this had pressure and I hit one of the compression spots the first time when I wasn't paying too much attention, I think it jumped. So otherwise, this seems to be holding up well. You see this has paint on it, so it's obviously chafing on that. So we're gonna put something there to help quiet it so it's not making that loud rattle. You can see here we probably have some rattle, so we're gonna do something about that to hopefully tame down the rattles a little bit, because those rattles are kind of annoying. So all we're gonna do here is we're gonna loosen this up and we're gonna rotate it over. How in the heck did I lose the Allen key? Got it. All right, let's get this off of here. This will give us easy access to the front here. That one's barely in. Aha! There's the chain. Now, you might think it odd with me moving this stuff out of the way here. However, I want to rotate that link up, and I want some room behind the tractor for me to get at the adjusters that I made for the axle. So, we don't need that up at the moment. And you can see this chain going. We're looking for the big master link. There it is. Boom, right in the middle. Okay, now you can see all this play. It's quite a bit, right? So we'll get that out of there first. So now I gotta loosen these bolts a little bit. Ugh. That's tighten. Just a touch. Oh, that one doesn't go with the brake there. Narrow, narrow. This means I gotta take the brake off? Boy, that was a poor design. Wonder who did that shit. Alright, now, the same amount of turns that I'm going to turn this one, we're gonna do on the other side. So that way it comes straight back. So now theoretically, we move them both the same amount, so that brake should still line up. And we got, not a whole lot, but we got tension there again. See how those rev right up? I think it's lean on the high side too. You know, so I'm not sure what all the misfiring's about. It might be on the lean side. I mean, it smells like fuel, so it might be rich too. See, I don't know what that's about. I'll have to ask somebody who does. All right, let's see if this clutch wants to work today. We should be in forward. We should be in one. It kind of wants to work. Get our lights on. Like the clutch wants to work now. Brake works too, but not the best, but it works. Oops. Alright, clutch and brake, look at that. We have both. Beautiful. so that doesn't quite want to go, so I got to make those a little tighter still. Look at that. Oh. Alright. Let's get that in neutral. And it is. Let's get that in neutral. And it is. Would you look at that? It worked. I could probably charge the battery. But it worked. It's idling a little high now. I gotta figure that out. I think it might be lean. I don't really know. Let's kill it. All right, let's see. How's this chain? Is it super messed up again? Nope, that's not bad. Cool. So it worked. Brakes worked. Brake lights worked. Clutch works. It jumps when I first put it into gear, so maybe I could tighten it up a little bit. Maybe it's just sticking when it's cold. Not sure. But works pretty good. I don't think I tore up everything too bad with the tires. Nope. But you can definitely see those back tires doing some work here. This is kind of really hard right now, so for it to do that, it's doing pretty good. But there we go. So now I think I got it all working. Now I just need to work on fine-tuning my gear ratios and my tuning, and we'll have it made. Let's see, where's the fuel at? I saw it go down, but that was when I was sitting there. Yep, still where it was. So we haven't really used much of any for fuel. Yep. So that's good. Let's turn that off. Make sure we don't leak any. There we go, and we're done for today. Happy results. Now I'm gonna wait for, I'll probably mess with the carb tomorrow a little bit, and then we'll wait for the gears before we really go on another test drive. Till then, see ya. buff 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 it up buff 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 it buff 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 it buff 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 it buff 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 buff